Greetings and welcome to OroCommerce's video tutorial series. This is Rhonda with Oro Inc. and today I'll be demonstrating how to create and manage price lists within OroCommerce. A price list is a list of products and their associated pricing. OroCommerce allows sellers to configure price lists for specific customers, customer groups, or websites. For example, you can create a specific price list for customers who purchase in bulk, adding a 10% discount off of every item in the list because of their bulk supplier status. Or you could create tiered discounts based on a reseller level, where a level 1 reseller might get a 5% discount and a level 5 reseller may have a price list with 25% off. Price lists can overlap and customers can have multiple price lists assigned to them, which can create a complex pricing schema. An example of layering would be a customer who gets Tier 1 reseller pricing on the whole catalog except one category, which has Tier 5 discounts. This layer allows for the creation of unique and highly complex price management without resorting to manual assignment for each and every customer. Additionally, OroCommerce allows you to easily create tiered pricing, which allows sellers to give discounts when customers purchase in bulk quantities. For example, product A costs $100 per item, but if you purchase 50 or more, you could list the price for each to be only $75 per item, thus giving a discount of $25 per item for customers who purchase over 50. In this tutorial, we'll demonstrate the following options for price lists: creating a price list, scheduling a price list for a specific date and time, adding products, creating tiered pricing, and editing, deleting, activating, or deactivating a price list. In part 2 of this video tutorial, we'll show you how to use product assignment rules and price calculation rules. Additionally, we'll demonstrate adding a price list for a specific customer or customer group. To create a price list, navigate to the Sales menu and use the drop-down to select Price Lists. The price list grid displays detailing individual price lists and their statuses. Click the Create Price List button. Enter a name for your price list. This is the name used to refer to the price list throughout the system. For our example, I'll call this Bulk Supplier. Select a type of currency. You can select multiple currencies by holding down the Control key and selecting multiple items. Keep in mind that when you're configuring price lists, there will be a drop-down for the type of currencies selected in this step. As a prerequisite, you must have enabled the necessary currencies in the system under Configuration Currencies. For more information, please see our documentation available at the OroCommerce Documentation Library. This option is available for enterprise customers only. By default, the price list is set to active, but you can deactivate the price list by unchecking the Active button. If this price list is for a special sale or promotion that is occurring at a specific time, you can set a schedule for the beginning and end time for when you want the price list to be displayed. For example, if this price list was for a promotion that was happening every weekend in December, you could add 4 separate weekend schedules where the price list would be available for customers. To add additional schedules, click the plus Add button. For our example, our price list will be in effect the entire month of December. Now I'll take a moment to discuss product assignment rules and price calculation rules. Be sure to watch part 2 of this video tutorial for a more detailed look at these options. Click on Product Assignment. In the Product Assignment Rule field, you can enter criteria to filter the products and add them to your price list. With price calculation rules, you can use expressions and conditions for the base prices in your filtered list to calculate new prices for this price list. For example, you could use the base prices from the default price list and further discount the prices an additional 10% during the scheduled date and times. For more information on how to use product assignment and price calculation rules, please see our video in the Media Library. When you're finished configuring the main details of your price list, click the Save and Close button in the top right-hand corner of the screen. You're now returned to the Price List Details page. This is the record which holds the general information and the actual product price list. This record also aggregates other information into the record, such as customer, customer groups, and websites that have access to this price list. Additionally, there are a number of options available here to manage your price lists. We'll start by adding a product price. Click the Add Product Price button. An Add Product Price dialog displays. As a prerequisite, you must have first created a product that you will be adding pricing for. Typically, the initial price for a single item may have been added during product creation. If you do try to give a price for a product for a specific quantity and unit which already exists, you'll receive an error displaying that the quantity for the newly added price must be unique. For our example, we'll be creating the initial price for our product. This means our products have been created, but no prices have been assigned to them yet. Use the drop-down to select a product. Additionally, you can select the hamburger button to view a list of products to choose from. You can then use filtering options to further narrow down your product choices. For our example, we're going to add prices for our white women's clogs. Add a quantity and a unit. Add one for the quantity and use the drop-down to select Item. And give a price for this product. For our example, a single pair of white women's slip-on clogs costs $25. If you have selected more than one currency, use the drop-down to select the currency type. Additional currency types are available with Enterprise Edition. When you're finished, click the Save button in the lower right-hand corner of the dialog. As you can see, our new product is now listed on our new price list. Now we'll create a second tier. Click the Add Product Price button and use the drop-down to select the product we configured in the previous step. For this tier, I'll be adding a price of $20 when the customer purchases 10 items or more. This means for every pair purchased above 9, they'll receive a $5 discount. In the quantity, we'll put 10. Use the drop-down to select a unit. For our example, we'll select Item. For the price, add $20. When you're finished, click the Save button in the lower right-hand corner of the dialog. As you can see, our new tier is now listed under Product Prices. Repeat this process for each price you'd like to manually add for a product or for a tier price for a product. For our example, we'll add one more tier. For this tier, we'll add a discount if they order over 50. Under the quantity, add 50. Under the unit type, select Item. When customers purchase over 50, each pair of the white slip-on clogs will only cost $15. And when you're finished, click the Save button in the lower right-hand corner of the dialog. Now we'll examine what other options are available from the Price List View page. This page allows you to see a 360-degree view of the price list, including which products are on the list, which customers or customer groups use it, and which websites they're listed on. Additionally, it will show you any activities such as notes which were added for the price list. You can click on the header links to view these categories of information. Since we haven't assigned our price list to any customers, customer groups, or websites, this information will be blank, but we'll show you an example using our default price list. Here you can see our default price list. The general link contains basic price list information, including the name of the price list, the currencies available for the price list, and the status, whether the price list is enabled or disabled. Click on the Product Prices link. As you can see, this lists all 635 of our records. Click on the Customers link. This displays all the customers who have access to this price list. Click on Customer Groups. Here you'll see all the customer groups associated with this price list. And click on Websites. This lists any websites that have access to this price list. Additionally, you can click on Activity to view any activity notes. Hover over the ellipse to the far right of the activity record, and you can also add context, update notes, or delete the notes. Now we'll return back to our new price list, and I'll show you how to modify prices directly from the price list page. Click on the Product Prices link. Under the Product Prices grid, you can edit and modify prices on this list by hovering over the ellipse to the far right of the product record and using the Quick Action options to edit the product price. For this example, we'll make a slight price change to this tier. And click the Save button in the lower right-hand corner of the dialog. As you can see, our product price has been updated. In addition to viewing existing information, there's a number of additional options you can use to manage your price list from the Price List Details page. As we previously demonstrated, you can click the Add Products Price button to add new prices for existing products. Click on the Disable button to disable the price list. Disabling the price list means that these prices will not be viewable for any customers who may have had access to this list. You can re-enable the price list at any time by clicking on the Enable button. Click the Duplicate Price List button to create a copy of this price list. Once complete, you're automatically redirected to the copy of the price list. Once you have a solid price list, duplicating it can easily help you configure items in that list for another language, currency, or website for a particular country. The Recalculate button is used to quickly recalculate prices when using product assignment rules or price calculation rules. Once added, click this button to immediately update any prices based on the new rules. In addition to manually adding prices, you can use the Import and Export functionality to upload a price list in CSV format. For more information on importing and exporting, please see our related video in the Oro CRM Media Library. Click the Edit button to edit the price list. This allows sellers to edit the name, currencies, and schedule of the price list. You can also change product assignment and price calculation rules. Click the Delete button to remove the price list from the system entirely. You'll be asked to confirm that you want to delete the price list first. And finally, click on the Add Notes button to add any notes to the price list. The notes are displayed under the activity link on the Price List Details page. Be sure to check out part 2 of this video tutorial to get an in-depth look of how to use product assignment and price calculation rules. Thanks for watching. For more video tutorials, please check out our website at www.orocommerce.com/media-library and subscribe to our YouTube channel to stay informed of the latest tutorials and webinars.